Got the Mavericks jacket on, old school. You know what I'm saying? It's man, it's bittersweet, man. Bittersweet. I ain't gonna lie. And my rant today ain't got nothing, mainly because I had people trying to justify this trade, saying we shouldn't have got more. We got what we needed. AD was enough. Then we throw in Max Christie. And he gonna be the surprise. You know, he gonna do this and that for us. Just watch. Tonight we played the Lakers, right? Luka come back home. Yeah, this home used to be anyway, but home is where the heart is. We got to see Luka get a tribute. They say he declined, you know, some sponsorships or whatever to some of his charities, however it was worded. But they did give a tribute, and we seen Luka, you know what I'm saying, show some emotion. You know, had some people feeling like Luka didn't want to be here anyway, even though he was on the brink of buying, or he just bought a new home. Like, you see the passion he playing with when he played here, he wanted to be here. Like, stop fooling yourself. Y'all convinced that this is where AD want to be. He ain't never asked to come to Dallas. He was trying to get to LA. Anyway, so you already know what time it is. You know, you know, anybody, once you get to crying, you get that in you, you know, they bring out a different dog in you. He ain't really forced the issue much. He could have put up a whole lot more shots and dropped the shot percentage down and picked up a few more points, got over 50. A few assists could have been had, you know, missed shots, but still, man, a great game he put on the show like he always did in Dallas, for Dallas, for the Mavericks. And we got to see what AD was going to do. And it just confirms what I've been telling people. You don't have that mentality as the number one guy. Like, 13 points. It's a game for you too. Luka showing out. And you letting them take the ball. Like, you got more than just you're not just a spot up shooter. You supposed to, people told me you was gonna be able to create off the dribble. And you as far as nobody out there can match your skill set in the front court for them, or your size. 13 points, 11 rebounds, but you gotta get 11 rebounds, big as you are, as athletic as you are. Shit. Stumble like I'm on, athletic. I don't know why. Athletic. There we go. But, yeah. Bring all his skill set to the table, and it shows up on occasion. Like, who are we making? How is he making a team better defensively? Luka was getting to the paint. Went by Max Christie a few times. Went by all them dudes a few times. Same way. People were saying Boston was blown by him. He blown by the Mavericks. Everybody point out one series like anybody wouldn't. Boston was blowing past everybody last year. Who was stopping him? Crazy. Y'all point out Luka. He the only one that was putting up points for us last year against them. Nobody else stepped up. despite the open shots. But anyway, we talking about tonight. But yeah, he put on the show. And we get 13 points from Anthony Davis, 11 points from Max Christie. Anthony Davis, the third leading scorer on the team, best player on the team. You couldn't tell. If you were just looking at the box score, you couldn't tell who the best. Okay, shit. They got Najee Marshall. There's an Ian Marshall dude. You know what I'm saying? I think that's who led us in scoring. I might be wrong on it, but whoever. Yeah, that's tough, man. How y'all keep justifying this trade and saying this was a good trade? Y'all can't admit that even if we should have traded Luka, we should have got back more. And we should have made people bid for it. We should have got back as much as we can. You think Anthony Davis is enough? He can't get a shot if he the main focus. Like if people are focusing on him, he can't get no shots off. He's not gonna force nothing. He ain't gonna try to create it. He coming off of it. That's what he did tonight. I don't want to hear nothing about he ain't in shape. He put up over 30 points against the Hawks, 15 rebounds. He had the energy that night. With no Kyrie that night. So y'all ain't trying to hear that. You got the same advantage that you had that night, this night. Maybe they playing better defense, but that's when it don't even matter. That's what made KD great, man. You get up on, he's shooting over there. He make sure he get his shots off. When he was at his greatest. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's crazy. I can't tell you, as a Maverick, the last time I seen Luka go for 13, especially in a big game we got to win, or it's some type of friction, or we know, everybody watching for whatever reason. We ain't gonna get them duds like we got tonight. So yeah, anybody trying to justify that is, man, you're just losing credibility by the day. Straight up. I see why y'all know that Anthony Davis can't lead us far by himself. And he got a good team. So I don't mean him by himself, but without another scorer or a guaranteed scorer like you have with Kyrie, another superstar. See why y'all don't have no confidence in that. Because y'all know y'all just lying about what he capable of, well, what he's going to do. Because we know what he's capable of. We see it on occasion, but you know that ain't consistent. The Lakers told you that. Lakers fans told you that. First game, he came back. Yep, y'all got to see all of AD in one night, in one game. Good, the bad, the ugly. Great, good, bad, ugly. Why they wasn't tripping about coming up off of them. You didn't see Lakers fans chanting fire, they GM. Can't think of his name now, I'm sorry, yeah. But none of that. They knew they won. They can find another Max Christie. They upgraded to where now LeBron ain't the best player on the team. Not at his current stage. And he ain't got to try to be. He's going to do what he got to do. He's going to press when it's time to press. You know what I'm saying? But he get to take break. He ain't got to be on the ball all the time. Making decisions. And be the only dude out there that's going to be willing to force or create for the better of the team, making something happen. Willing himself, willing the team on. Putting forth the maximum effort. So yeah, y'all told me that this was gonna improve our defense. So you telling me that because we ain't got Kyrie, that's why our defense, I understand Kyrie is affecting the offense because he's a Hall of Famer. That's what he does. He scores and creates. But yeah, he's not a defender, so why is our defense still lacking? This man put up 40-something points against us. Wasn't just threes. Austin Reeves getting put back dunks on us. Come on, man. You ain't got to change your mind, though. You know what I'm saying? You just sit there and you're gonna see it all coming to fruition. Exactly what I'm saying and what I've been saying, because it's happening now. What I've questioned about Anthony Davis is starting to be answered. Crazy. People gonna excuse that. As soon as he came back and they was winning, everybody was crunk and saying how the Mavs was undefeated with Anthony Davis. Now where that same energy at? Why are we not looking at the schedule and checking the score now? Why y'all ain't? Because I still ain't. I was going to let it go. The same people that tell you to get over it and move on and this, they'll take some shots, some subliminals regarding the situation, when things was looking good. Now they wanted to die back down. And now it's back under the microscope, but now I ain't gonna let it die back down. Now, man, we gotta let it be known. For sure. I need somebody to answer at some point. Shout out to Luka. Shout out to the Dallas Mavericks, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always said, I've been a Maverick fan before Luka, before Dirk, before Jason Kidd. So, yeah. I ain't gonna stop, but I know when somebody is tearing his team back down and taking us back the way that it used to be when I first became a fan. And taking us back through some harsh times like it was when we thought we had a potential young team on the horizon, and they tore it up back then. First dude they got rid of was Jason Kidd. And yeah, that was the toughest. He's supposed to have been the most, had the most potential, showed it throughout his career. There ain't no way, again, he didn't know this was happening. He knew what time it was. He knew what they was doing. I don't let nobody lie, say that he didn't know. He knew. He just wasn't in on the trade. He ain't supposed to be. He the coach. Like, he wasn't involved in it, but you knew what was going on. You the coach, they gonna run it by you just to make sure hey, y'all done had a conversation and voice y'all frustrations and what y'all could get that could make the team better. You can miss me. Know it. So yeah. NFLers out there. I need to come up off the boo-boo, man. Just keep it a buck. Especially the people in my circle or in my friend zone on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, man, I need to get up off that. Our future away for nothing. Fuck it. Just what it is, for nothing. Just for some hope. I'll say that, for some hope. And part of what you hoping was gonna make it work is gone for at least half of next season too. So what we gonna do until then? We still gonna struggle until then? Because this dude can't make it happen without somebody else. I done seen him have another superstar next to him and still couldn't do it. Cousins, another star. I ain't gonna call Cousins a superstar. He was on his way to another star, but he definitely was a star. And he was at center. Back on that, and that's what I'm saying. So yep, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you see this video, like it, even if you don't like it. Yeah, that's all I got for that. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna check some press conferences and check their energy. We'll check back in after that.